Overwatch 2 is a game that most of us have been anticipating, especially after the crazy success of the first game. If you haven't seen it yet, I actually made a video all about Overwatch 1's impact on the gaming world, and I will link it below. But before we get started, I have to apologize for being super late to the party on this. There's been a lot to cover and I'm a one-man show, but I'm glad that I've been able to get this episode in. With that said, I would like to welcome you all to a brand new Best Life Gaming episode of Hype Train. Today we are going to take a look at Overwatch 2 and all the footage that has been released. I will let you know my opinions as well as my hopes for the final release. I will tell you if I am in fact on the hype train, excited, cautiously optimistic, or not hyped whatsoever. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now this game seems like it's directly building off the last entry. They announced that if you already own the first game, then you will automatically gain access to all features of the PvP part of Overwatch 2. Very cool, I must say, for those of you who do not want to spend another $60, which I'd imagine is a decent amount. Another cool tidbit is that all cosmetics earned throughout the first title will automatically make their way into 2. Also very cool, Blizzard. Now let's talk about the look of Overwatch 2. I like the new designs, but I also feel it's necessary of Blizzard to bring a new fresh coat of paint to our beloved characters to justify a sequel. Now the new mode Push looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a true mix of the chaos of the control maps brought to the payload format. From the looks of the footage, it seems extremely frantic, and that's a recipe for some great Overwatch gameplay. Now, as far as the PvE is concerned, this is something that a lot of fans have been asking for. Yes, we would get some PvE seasonal modes, but they only hinted at the untapped potential of a full-on story mode. Now what we have here seems to be the antithesis of all the hopes we had. Every character, from what they announced, will have customizable moves, which will give each player their own unique moveset. I also love the variety, as well as the amount of enemies it seems like you will be facing. Also adding what appears to be equipment to the mix that also seems to be interchangeable throughout the map makes for even more depth. This mode looks like the main event, so to speak, so hopefully it'll deliver the story mode that this game deserves. Now, what's my thoughts and hopes for this game? Well, after watching gameplay, I have to say this isn't a shock to the senses. It almost looks like Overwatch 1, but with some refinements. With that said, I love the first game, and I'm optimistic that the PvE mode will wow in its entirety. My hopes for this game are for the PvE to blow me away. I want this mode to feel like it was worth the upgrade. I also am hoping the PvP also feels like a true upgrade. So off my first impression, I'm going to say that I'm excited, but with the promise of upgrading that to being on the hype train. I just can't bring myself to jump on the top level because the footage really does look a lot like the first game with just some tweaks. With that said, be on the lookout for more coverage of Overwatch 2 up until release, as well as a full review after. If you enjoyed this video, help my channel grow by leaving a like and subscribe. If you would like to be notified on future content, then go ahead and ring those bells. This has been a Best Life Gaming episode of Hype Train. I thank you for watching, and I hope that all of you out there are living your best life.